Hello. Hey, my sisters.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey. And all our visitors and guests, thank you for joining us once again. Thank you for coming on and tuning in to Starting Over Sisters. And as you know, we've been having a lot of good topics from dating to marriage. So today we're talking about long-term relationships. So we're gonna hop right in it because we got some good stuff that we need to talk about. So I'm just gonna go ahead. First, we'll introduce ourselves. I'm Katina.
I am Vera.
And I'm Grace.
It's
Gracie.
good to see you, ladies.
Good to see y'all. I'm so glad to see y'all. It's
Yes,
always a pleasure.
yes.
Y'all looking radiant all the
Oh,
time. Radiant.
girl,
Looking
but thank
fresh
you.
over there in paradise over there.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, like I said, we're talking about long-term relationships. So my first question, ladies, is what's worse? Being pressured into an engagement or waiting years for one?
Mm,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
yeah.
Who?
Okay, so we look at it's different ways to look at it. We look at the waiting is you feel like you're wasting time, right? And then the pressure is wondering if this person is the right person. So that's pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know a lot of times people wait and wait, and then sometimes you see people end up kind of nudging the person to go ahead and do the engagement, right? So
Right.
Right.
sometimes that can be a little tricky because then if things don't go right, then you push something that isn't authentic, right? So
Hmm.
so that is tricky, and I'm gonna ponder on that a little bit. I'm gonna toss the
Okay.
ball a little bit.
Yeah, I know that is a trick one, isn't it?
That
Yeah.
that's the trick one because it's like okay, so you're being pressured, right? But who's pressuring you? Your family?
Mm.
Is it society? What is the pressure?
Yeah.
So
Or
when you
is it us? Is it you?
right.
Yeah.
So without the outside pressure, then let's talk about you.
You.
So are
Right.
you your person? Like, is your person pressuring you to do this? Like, or are you pressuring yourself? And then
Mm-hmm.
if you are pressuring yourself, then the question needs to be like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Right.
Why is it that you feel that you have to go do this?
Mm-hmm.
What are the
Exactly.
reasons behind this? So are the reasonings something for you or is it something for your family? Is it for society? Is it for the person that you're with? Why? And
Mm-hmm.
I
Exactly.
I think we need to find out where's the pressure coming from, identify that, and then
Mhm.
if it's you, again, why are you pressuring yourself? But if it's the other person, then the discussion needs to be like, why are you feeling like this? Because
Mm-hmm.
if you both felt comfortable for this amount of time the way it is, why would you want to change it? Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
However, the caveat is, it is, we do know, I'm going to tell you, men do know what they want. They know that they want a person to be their wife. And I know I may get a little stamp on my hand. People probably like that. But it depends. If I'm gonna just say this, but it does go back to you. What can you tolerate as well, right? What are you okay with them dragging their feet? But I do feel like a man know if you are their wife or this if you are for them or the person for them, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I always heard that, and I believe that's the same the test of time. What do you guys think? You know.
Okay.
Oh no. Do you think
Yeah.
do you think like the man knows? Well, yeah, I believe that. I do believe
Yeah, I believe that too.
I believe
That
that. I do believe
knows. Yeah.
like he knows if he want to marry you or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or I would say even a long term person, like you. Not saying I don't want to just push a lot on marriage, even though we we definitely for marriage, but committed, like they know that, look, you the one, commitment, you know what I mean? You know, I think that guys know if you are that person,
Right.
let's say.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, I would say that. So if they are, I guess the other part of it is like, and I guess it'll be going into like what I'm asked is like, why, not why, but like you're waiting. What are you waiting for? What, I don't know, like what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for him to say I want to marry you, or
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically like, okay, what are we doing here, right? You know. But
Right.
society, I do feel like society has changed a lot. We know the biblical stance on it, but I think society has changed. I think because of how everything is, the weariness of it all, the relationships, just not feeling safe. A lot of times, so a lot of times people are just like, okay, we is what we is, you know. So I do feel that too. Society has changed a lot.
Oh, of
So when
course.
people say, "What are we waiting for?" Like, "Oh, we good," you know. I mean, it just depends on the person. Like you said, to go back to individuality.
Right,
What
because
you really want.
you're right, because we have a lot of people that, look at Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah.
and so they looking at these people that have these lavish weddings or lavish
Yeah.
engagements, and they want to live that life. They want that too. So it's like, okay, well, what's taking my man so long? Because I'm ready to, do this.
Right. And I get that ring, you know.
Right, so they're
Yeah.
feeding into that. Then you have some of them that look at their other friends. Maybe they have other friends that are getting engaged, they're getting married, and it's like, okay, well, my homegirl, she, two of mine that got engaged. What's going on with me and my man? Let me put some
Yeah.
pressure on him. But
Yeah.
is that the right thing to do?
Right.
that's a,
Exactly.
I was engaged to my husband for almost 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I think like it got to the point I was like, so what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why give me an engagement?
Yeah.
Because the thought process is right. Like, you give me an engagement, that means that we get married, right? Or
Right.
that's the purpose of the engagement. So like, what we doing? Why am I going to be engaged for like 10 years?
Yeah.
I don't, and I think, in my opinion, this is opinion. So I even think like 5 years was too long, but there was a purpose and a reason for it, because we couldn't, not that we couldn't, but like, I don't think at that particular time, if we would have got married before then, it wouldn't have been right.
Timing is key. Yeah.
Timing is key. So I believe that the 5 years, even though I wasn't crazy about it, but it worked out for me, because at that point I was just like, so, hey.
Exactly. Yeah.
What would you like? What do you want to do now? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same ring. I'm just saying,
Yes. And guys, so we're saying that's fine, right? Because a lot of people say, old school, we say, oh no, you shouldn't even have to let them know. But I think I think that's fine to just kind of, would you say that's the nudge, or do you just like things more organically? I know all of us have experienced it, but it just depends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, in my thought process is like, if you give me the engagement, then I think that you want to marry me.
Yeah.
So why are we for that thing? Why are we gonna have a long engagement? Like, because for what? Now, if we know that we're not gonna get married and we just gonna be chilling together for whatever.
Yeah.
Then I don't need to nudge you. I don't need to pressure you. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to have a discussion about whatever. Like, we gonna live in the same house, or we gonna live in separate houses, whatever the case may be. But in my opinion, like, if you gave me the ring, the engagement ring, then my thought process is, oh, so we are going to get married. We're going to complete this thing.
Right.
But how long is it going to take for us to complete this thing? Now, if it's financial reasons, right, I got you, right? But if it's an emotionality thing, or you don't really feel that you're ready, then don't give me the ring.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't.
Because you see that too. You see that too. You see that too, because like I've spoken with some people, and they say like they believe the person gave them the ring just to hush them up. Like,
see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, don't.
I've heard that before too. Yeah.
Cause now my mouth's gonna be real loud. Cause I'm like, now I'll be real loud. Cause you gave me the ring. That means that we supposed to be doing this thing. What's taking so long? Why we ain't going down that aisle? Why we ain't what? Now
Yeah.
I will be loud, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't give me the ring. We just have an understanding that we just gonna be chilling forever. Because everybody knows a person that was like together for a long period of time and never got married.
Yeah, we all know people like that. And a lot of times, even when I speak to some guys or cousins, or they say, "I'm with you, ain't I?"
Right.
It's kind of like, I'm still with you. It's kind of like vague, right? And because
That's why I think it's important to have little check-ins.
Absolutely, check-ins is very important.
Let's talk about what
check the temperature.
What's going on? We've been engaged. 5 years. You gave me a ring. We hadn't done anything.
Right.
Financially we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Emotionally we're good. Mm-hmm. So what is the holdup? So I think just checking in with each other, because sometimes people get comfortable. It's like, okay, well, hey,
that comfortable feeling. We good. Everything's fine.
We good. So why even get married? We good.
Yeah, why put it on paper? I've heard that before too.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that before too. I'm telling you.
Yeah, like
I can tell you stories, but
listen, the old adage: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look.
Yeah, I've heard of that. And because I think people, it's sad, but I do think society, they kind of lost the faith in marriage, I would say, because of so much has happened. And you go through a lot. We know through life you go through a lot. So a lot of people's views on marriage is different, through hurt, through different things they went through. So we understand the society, and you understand even the trauma, that happens, that change the view. You kind of want to just like, okay, you want to take things slower. So we understand that, but yeah.
Understandable. Truly understandable. Well, all right, I got a question then. This is segueing into question. So, all right. So, do you feel like after a certain point of time in this long-term relationship that getting married is like no longer an option at all?
I mean, like I said, some people get comfortable. You might have that woman and that man that, because they've been separated, not meaning maybe in different households or whatever for so long, to where it's like, it's working, to where we don't even need to put it on paper, like you said, because some people just feel like it's just a piece of paper. So why do we need to get married? I mean, I love you, you love me. There's nothing wrong, so why do it? But then you have some people that are living together, and they might feel like, yes, we need to be married. We live together. We can't be shacking.
Oh yeah.
You know, you still have some old school people that feel like, you know, we
True.
can't stack up.
That's true.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That's why I was saying that I think the view has changed now a lot. Yeah, well, I've seen it shift. You know, I grew up in, I grew up in the church. That was it. Married. Don't, rather it's better to marry than burn. It's better to, like you say, shack, not shack. But I'm saying it's in transparency. Thank God I am who I am. But I'm a product of divorce, right? Thank God I am who I am, but still, even growing up in the church and different things like that, at that time, the timing was, they end up not being together, and raising us together, even though, I love both of them, but just to say, how the perspectives have changed, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't, I think a lot of times when people go through different things, and then when people feel like pressure on one end, expectation on an end, then the view of marriage sometimes is changed. And then, like I say, through the trauma that they experience in marriages as well, or what we've seen, but.
That's a good point. I wonder, like, how much of societal's pressures determine like how these relationships go. Because, as you said, like the church is like you can't live together. That's not like something you should be doing, right?
Right.
At the same token, there are people who go and live together for financial reasons. Like it's more economical for them to go do that. And they know that it's okay for us to be doing this because we're planning we're planning to continue this relationship and save our money together. So,
Right.
and then there are those who are just like, well, I'm okay with us being together in two different homes. I trust you, you trust me. We're good type of thing.
Yeah.
But societal norm is, what is the norm? Like
The
we
norm is not norm anymore.
it ain't norm, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
I think the old,
Yeah.
not the old, but the way it was like you don't get married. You don't live together before you get married.
Get married. Right.
Type of thing.
Right. That's just like with kids. You don't have
Yeah.
kids until you get married. But see, all that generation is about gone.
Yeah.
So now
It's
we
really
have new generations that think totally different.
I know.
Yes, they do. Even, like I was saying, like my parents, they divorced and everything. But even I'm seeing now a lot. I see people who've been married now. It's kind of they've been in like heavily in the church. Now they're adapting to the new norm. I'm seeing that now. You know what I mean? I'm seeing that. So things has definitely changed. The views of it. I think it's a fear sometimes. I think it's just a lot of things is going on. So, but yeah, I do agree. I agree, Katina. I agree, Vera. Definitely. The old school versus the new school, it's different. It is totally different.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, I feel like marriages need an expiration date.
Okay, explain. Okay.
Wait, you gonna have to break that down, baby. Break that one down.
Like the milk.
Yeah. Made me want to go put my glasses on.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, hey, everything else changing. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe marriages will, last a little bit longer. I don't know. You sign that 5-year contract and then before it's up, you resurface and say, okay, well, babe, what you want to do? We good? We
So
still rocking?
okay, now that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
That is
That's really
interesting.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And
Why?
if you
Okay, why do
agree
you
with
feel like it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like to revamp, like that would be something if it was,
Mhm.
expiration date. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
No,
then if not, then we could just, hey, we don't sign it. We just don't sign it. But then, you still have the other stuff you got to kind of finagle through when you have stuff together. So, I mean, that still becomes a headache. But I don't know. I just feel like it needs to be an expiration date.
So it is. Do you feel like it is true that you can be in love and then fall out of love?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I believe like the maturity level in a marriage, it changes as we grow. So because
So
we
it's
are
evolving.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
constantly evolving because we are not the same person we were 10 years ago,
Right.
let
Yeah.
alone 5 years ago, right?
Right, because our
Absolutely.
lives have changed. Because,
Right.
from our last topic, when we're talking about, going through different changes, I mean, you've had kids. I mean, at the beginning, there were no kids, let's just say.
Mhm.
Now you have 3 kids, they little ones. You might have an older teenager, and you're trying to deal with this teenager that might have attitudes, and you got an arm baby that you're dealing with, and a middle child. So, I mean, just carrying all that load, and not to say that your spouse is not there, but it's a different feeling when it's a mother and her kids. Because the
Mhm.
kid, I mean, your husband can be sitting right there on the couch, right next to the refrigerator where that child wants to go get a popsicle, but that child will come all the way downstairs.
Yeah. Right.
Mama, mama, can I
Yeah.
have can you fix me something? Or can
Right.
you do? You
Exactly.
did
That
it.
is so true. Yes, it
You
is. I was just having a conversation today with my husband, actually.
right. You
I was,
did it.
yeah.
It's
I
right.
was.
Yes.
That's so right. You passed it. You passed your daddy all the way around this corner and asked me.
Right. So I mean, I
Yeah.
just feel like as women sometimes we get tired
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
where yes, we do fall out of love, out of love with that person that we married. And it's just going through the motions of, like I said, being a mother, taking care of kids, taking care of the home, just everything that we do. And we
Mm-hmm.
then might look at that person like, all you
Why
do
you
is
here?
come home and eat, scratch your balls, and that's it.
Oh my
Now,
goodness.
me, the
I
mother,
know.
I done went to work, I done cooked, I done cleaned, I done put the kids in the tub, I done been to all the activities, I done been to the
My.
PTSA meeting. I,
Wow.
so at that point, it's like, I don't like you no more.
Yeah, you side eyeing like
You looking
you
at
want
us
to touch my
real
leg?
crazy.
But
Real
then
crazy. Yeah.
again, that's where again I got to go back to what we talked about our other topic is if we don't communicate that,
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's so
they'll never
important.
know.
Yes.
Because when we was talking about what did you call it, Vera? You said something about oh God, what
Mind reading?
Myri, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right. They can't
Telepathic
read our
telepathic communication.
they
yeah.
can't read our minds, so we do have to communicate that to say, look, listen, I need your help. I
Yes.
did all this, and this is all you've done. I need some
Mhm.
help.
Because then we have resentment in the relationship.
Right? Because they feel
Yeah.
like, oh, she got it. I mean, she don't. She ain't asked my help. She got it. So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the case.
Yeah.
that's not the case.
And I am going to say that I think that our level of love changes as we grow.
Mm.
I think it really does change because
So,
there are those times. I
mm-hmm.
mean, when you first married, you thought you were head over heels, and
Mm-hmm.
it's 10 years now. You looking at
Yeah.
homeboy like, what did
Mm-hmm.
I marry you for? Why?
Who are you?
Why? I don't like,
Right.
I
Who
don't
are
even
you?
like
Yeah.
you right now, let alone love
Right.
you, right? And then maybe 15 years, you're like, damn, I love that man. You know what I'm saying? It's, I think
Yes.
Yes,
I
I
think
love
the levels
that man.
change.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do believe that the levels do change, and I think
It does.
again, like I said, the maturity level of the person
Mm-hmm.
either increases or decreases. Now, if you have a partner that and that's the other part of it, whether you're married or in a long-term relationship, you're with a person and that person is not evolving. You're evolving. They're still back 10 years. You've been in a relationship 10 years now and he's still that 10-year person. Like you don't see the growth, or like you're not feeling the growth. So like
And that's
you're in
frustrating
this,
too. Yeah.
you're in this relationship, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, I think it's a little bit, and you know, this, like I said, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit easier, but maybe it's not. That the person is not growing and you're not married, so you really don't have a commitment. There may be some financial things that y'all might have put together,
So
and all
it's easy to escape.
to leave that thing, right?
There
So the long term, right? Okay, I get it. Okay, 1+1 = 2. Yes. So you're easy to escape. Right.
You can tell, oh boy, you know what? This is not gonna work for me. No.
Yeah.
It's not.
We ain't married on paper anyway, bro. Right? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that look? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I get it. I definitely get it. But don't get us wrong. We definitely are for marriage. But yeah, so
Yeah.
but we talk about the long-term relationship and the reason why in different scenarios. But yeah, it's a way you're able to escape. You're able really to say, hey,
Right.
yeah, this is one hand.
Yes. 5 years.
I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm out.
Do you want to renew? No. Stamp, no renew.
Oh wow. I say.
I loved it. I love it. I mean, hey, this is a new day. New day.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a new day. It's a new day.
It is, yeah, and a lot of times people are discouraged, and people we talk to, people we probably know, like, I can do it by myself,
Mm-hmm.
But so we see different scenarios. We see that a lot of times we as women, we have a lot of burdens on us. We be in a relationship and we start asking ourselves, we can do this by ourselves, but we know that 2 is better than 1, and that's what God wants. But yeah, about us talking about the long-term relationship and the reason why people stay in relationships and not married. But yeah, I understand because of what can happen,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to change, ladies. My battery is dying.
Okay.
No problem.
Go plug it in. Okay.
Yeah. So hey, in that segue, okay, the interesting thing is I'm hearing a trend. So say that you do get married. People do get married. Some people are getting married, but they live in separate houses or separate places. What are y'all thoughts on that? This is the new age of marriage, I would say. A lot of people are doing,
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's been done, but I don't know.
We just getting hip to it.
Yeah, I've heard someone say, yeah, we've been married for years, but he stayed in his place over there down the road, and I stay over here. I'm like, oh, okay.
Now that is news to me. Let me just tell you right now. Listen. Okay. I all right. I'm flabbergasted. So I'm thinking like the whole point of you like getting married is like you're gonna be together, right?
Right.
So how do you be together in 2 separate houses? That's like, for me, okay, I'm just thinking financially. I don't think it's economical, right? But I don't know.
Unless they stay.
Hey, it'll become economical when one of them lose their job. It is like, can I come move in with you?
That's the way to look at it too, right? Yeah.
I need to come move in with you, baby.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if you're all right, you're in a long-term relationship and y'all have two separate houses. Y'all not living together, but y'all been together for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of old school, so I'm not crazy about the whole shacking up business. I think you get married before you like live together, but that's me. But if you married, because it says that you become one, right? So shouldn't you become one with everything?
Girl, they don't hear those words
Oh,
anymore.
Yeah.
Those words, they don't hear that anymore. They don't know those words.
I agree, Katina, because back in the day, I used to hear like, "What's yours is yours," and then the husband would say, "And what's ours is ours." Like, but what's yours is yours. Have you heard of that before? Like, you good, but remember what's you taken care of. But now it's a different beat to the drum now.
It is. It's different.
It is. So.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend that she's not married, but she has her relationship, and her partner lives in his own house, and she lives in her own house, and she says she loves it.
Okay.
I mean, they talked about getting married, but she said she don't have a problem, if they did not get married, if they stayed separately. She was just like, it just kind of gives her a peace, kind of like a peace of mind, just knowing that she still has her own, she still is able to, and this is something we talked about, just your own identity, not losing your own identity. So she feels like, if we become one, I'm going to be so focused on, I guess maybe the things he liked to do, or just focused on that person, to where I'm going to lose myself. So just keeping it separate. That way, when I want to do what I want to do, I can still do that. It's not being respectful, because I'm, if I want to stay out late, then I'm coming to my house. I'm not going to his. If he wants to stay out late, then he's going to his house. So I mean, it works. It doesn't work for all, though.
Yeah, especially also in people of different ages and things. Sometimes they have their own house they done bought, and different things, have their own life. I've seen that a lot as well. I remember when, and then, but some people, I know when we was engaged, we was gonna get married. I was living in my own apartment, and I was like, yeah. He said, no, he was like, no, we need to get something together, because I don't want to say, hey, get out, right? So that was in our earlier days, 13 years ago. But yeah, but I get it too. That's another mindset. Sometimes people say, oh no, we need to have something together, because you want to be, I don't want you to feel. But
yes.
But then the other half of people, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you do have some people that have, purchased their own home, and it's like, this is mine, and I worked so hard, to get to where I am, and now, yes, I'm with this person. They want to get married. That means, what, do I move in their house? Do they move in my house? Am I gonna feel comfortable with selling my house to move in, maybe to their house, or a house that we're gonna build together? And then what happens if stuff, because we already thinking that. What happens if it don't work out?
If it don't work, right?
We already and it's like, okay, well, if you're thinking that way, then you don't even need to go down that road.
That's something to look at.
That part. Like, why are you going into this relationship
with that mindset?
Just in case it don't work.
Yeah, so that's a flag right there. Flag is waving. Yeah. So, but no, that's it.
I gotta be prepared just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Right, because
Yeah.
that's what my mother told me.
You are so, come on.
Yeah.
True.
Just in
So
case, you rather have your own baby. Yeah.
have your own, just in case. Always have your own. Make sure you got your own. Be like, oh, okay. But then I
Yeah.
guess the whole thought process is if you are going to be separate, does that mean that you don't want to be together?
Yeah, it's a mind trip, baby.
I know
It's a mind trip. Right.
You know,
I don't know what you
I
do I really want to be in
it's
a
just
relationship?
do I
it's
want
just
to though?
crazy. It's the mind, the mind is something.
But it's because of trauma, it's because of the trauma, because of the experience, because of the things the person experienced as well. It kind of shape how we view,
But what
you know.
trauma? If you've
So
never been married before, what
okay,
trauma?
the fear. So then it's the fear. It's that fear what we
Mhm.
probably seen in our people we know, our families, or just the fear of society, what that you see in your friend, like people that
Hmm.
you like, that happened to so and so.
Right.
No,
Yes.
no, no, no. I ain't gonna go down that road.
Hmm.
There is something called secondary trauma.
Yes,
Secondary trauma
yes,
that we receive.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
let's put our
it is.
therapy hats on here. But
Yes,
it is. We don't
ma'am.
realize how much we are affected by what's going on in other people's lives. And it
True.
causes the fear. Like we all have what is our deepest fear, right? Sometimes it be our deepest fear. We looking like, oh, that happened to them.
Hmm.
And it's scary. It really is.
Hmm.
So it was a story about somebody, a person really worked hard, built the whole business, and met the person of their dreams, right? And
Hmm.
then it appears
Yeah.
they lost everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then we
Right.
hear other good stories, but it's that fear, it's that secondary trauma, it's that what we see, like the fear of the unknown. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So
Mhm.
that's why we gotta pray.
That part.
Gotta
That
pray.
part.
Lord help us. Yeah,
Because
it's scary. It can be scary. It really can. Yeah,
it can be.
but
But
yeah,
I mean,
but
I think when you're going into a relationship, whether it's a long-term relationship, whether you're married or or you're just thinking about dating,
Hmm.
all of it is a risk. It's all a
yeah,
risk.
Hmm.
So, do you want to be vulnerable to take that risk?
That risk.
Are
Right.
you
you
willing?
right. You want to be vulnerable. You're right.
Are you willing to be vulnerable for that risk so that you can experience the good stuff?
But yeah, exactly. And then it's like, are we risking happiness, true happiness, versus just to experience the feeling of marriage, right? Um, it's such a dynamic. I know this is a whole different topic, but it is a dynamic of it. But when we talk about long term partnership and relationships, that's probably what has been ruminating in people's minds, and I can understand that. Um, yeah, do
Hmm.
we want to be vulnerable? Do that person? The vulnerability is scary. Vulnerability
Hmm.
really is scary. It is a
Yeah,
scary place because you don't know whether you are safe with that person. You know. Oh yeah, it goes deep.
it is. Because you'll never. I mean, you'll never know unless you take the chance.
That's it.
Okay. All right. That's
Hmm.
right. We only have one life to live, right?
Yep. That's it. That's it.
And
That's
God
it.
give us wisdom, and we just have to pray and say, God, what's the right thing to do?
Hmm.
Remove those things that are not of you, Lord. That's my.
Yeah.
If it is
Yeah.
not of you, then it is not of me.
Hmm.
So please remove. God,
Please.
all day.
Yes. Decrease us, Lord. Increase you.
Well, ladies, this has been a good one. This has been a
Yes.
good one.
All right.
Yes. Pondering. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I guess we're gonna leave it on a note. Whatever works for you.
Yes. Whatever works for you, whatever makes you happy, whatever God is showing you, you know individually what's good
Yep.
for you. Exactly.
Most definitely. And just allow yourself to feel whatever that is. Feel, acknowledge it, and be authentic to yourself in this process called life.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yes. It's
Oh.
nothing wrong with sitting with yourself, just sitting there like, okay, where all this coming from? But yeah, nothing wrong with this thing. So I agree. Yeah.
All right.
Remember, these are our opinions. We are licensed social workers, but we do not give advice. These are our opinions, and we have a discussion. We're just discussing this among sisters. You want to take something, take something. You don't. But we appreciate you even listening to us today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Until the next time. Peace out. Be good to yourselves. Be good to
All right.
All right.
Bye.
See you
Thank you
later.
guys. See you
All right.
soon.
Bye.